Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This video is a little bit different than the last one. This video is a little bit more serious. It is called, as you saw from the title, it is called My Ugly and Beautiful Truth. These are stories about my life that no one really knows, and you will be the first one to know. I decided to make this video because I know that somebody out there is in need of some light and hope, and I just hope I can bring that to you. I grew up around beautiful people. I grew up believing that being skinny and being beautiful was going to make me somebody. By the age of 10, I started dieting. I was so focused on being skinny. I thought that if I was skinny, if I was beautiful, people were going to accept me. I was going to become somebody. And sadly, that became true. By the age of 11, I lost a lot of weight. I became the cool girl at school. All of the bullying stopped. I was a popular girl. I was liked. I got the attention. I fit in. But that messed with my head. I thought that being skinny and looking beautiful was what I was supposed to be, what I was supposed to do, for people to like me and to love me and for me to become somebody. And I was only 12. By the age of 12, 13, all of my focus was on my looks, what people thought of me. By the age of 14, I had a bad relationship with food. This was the beginning of a really bad relationship with food, and I was only 14. By the age of 15, it got worse. I barely ate. This was the beginning of me becoming anorexic. In my head, I didn't think it was that serious. I didn't think that I was considered to be anorexic. I was just trying to avoid bad food, or what I thought that it was bad food. I was just trying to fit in and look skinny, which was to be accepted. By the age of 16, it was not enough for me to not eat, because your body needs food, and eventually you're gonna break down and eat. So in my head, I thought I found a better way, which it was to binge on food and to let it all out. By the age of 16, I became bulimic, and nobody knows that. Nobody knows that I used to do that. That is my little secret. And I thought that I could control it. I thought that it was all under control until I realized that it was out of control. It was out of my hand. Until I realized that I could not live like this anymore. There were days that I would much rather not be alive. As you can probably know, by the age of 17, 18, 19, 20, I had a very low self-esteem. But nobody knew this. Nobody knew that I was the girl with a very low self-esteem. I used to look at myself in the mirror and cry because I was so unhappy with the person I saw in the mirror. And if you knew me back then, you would have never thought of this. You would have never pictured me like this, because I put up a front of being perfect and that everything was fine. But deep down, I was a very miserable person. I was so unhappy because I did not like what I saw in the mirror. And I got in a relationship. Everything was perfect the first couple of years. Everything was flowers and roses. I can probably say that this relationship saved me as a person and destroyed me even more. I say that it saved me because I was in a very dark space. I was so focused on my looks that I look for acceptance through this person, and I got it. I got the love and I got the acceptance that I needed, but that was only temporarily, because if I didn't accept myself, it does not matter who accepts me. That's only superficial. If I say it's abusive, it's a little bit too extreme, but it was definitely not healthy. It was not a healthy relationship. I know it's because I had a very low self-esteem. Nobody knew about this relationship and what went behind doors. Not even my parents. I always kept everything quiet. All of my insecurities were in the closet. All of this relationship issues were in my closet, because I had to put up front of being. At this point, I found bodybuilding. I can say that bodybuilding saved my life. But if I would have kept going, I don't know where I would have been. I probably would have been in a very dark place, because I was not doing it for the right reasons. I was doing it to fulfill this emptiness that I had inside of me. You would have thought that because I reached what I always wanted to be and look like, and you would have thought that I would have been the happiest person. But every time I looked at myself in the mirror, all I thought was the pounds I needed to lose, the imperfections on me. All I saw was the person that needed to be fixed some more. That's when I realized that something had to change. That was not normal. In my mind, I thought that if I reach a specific jean size, that I was going to be beautiful. But around that time, I was being told that I did not look beautiful anymore because I was too skinny. All of my life, I've always wanted to be skinny. I've always wanted to reach the specific jean size, and I did. I was there my whole life. That's all I wanted. And as crazy as that sounds, and so egocentric as that sounds, and I get it. But when you grow up around that mentality, it is normal. And when I reached that, I was told that I wasn't beautiful anymore. I was told that I was too skinny. I was told that I needed to gain a couple of pounds. That just blew my mind. It got to the point where I looked at myself in the mirror and I was lost and confused, and I did not know which way to go. I once thought that if I reach this specific jean size or weight, then I was going to be beautiful and happy. By the age of 24, I was diagnosed with chronic leukemia, and I can tell you that that saved my life. If it wasn't because of that, then who knows, I probably would have kept going down the dark hole I was putting myself in. I love competing, and if I compete now, it will be a different story, because I am at a good place with myself. I can tell you that if you are basing your happiness on your goals or what you look like, or that's something that you want to reach, then I can tell you, because I've been there, that you are digging yourself up in that dark hole even more every day. Because I reached what I thought that was going to make me happy, and it was the opposite. It just got me in a deeper and deeper hole. You have to accept who you are right now, just as you are. And you have to understand that you are perfect just as you are. As cheesy as that sounds, I can honestly tell you, you are perfect just as you are. You have to understand that you come from a perfect place, And now I don't depend my happiness on my physical self. I know that I am beautiful just as I am, with all of my flaws. I started accepting who I really am. And now that if I try to get in shape, and if I try to look better and put on makeup, I know that that does not define my happiness. That is just to put the cherry on top of the ice cream. That's how I see it. Just know that if you are depending your happiness on things, in your career, in your title, that won't define your happiness. The one thing that I do every day is I say thank you. As soon as I wake up and as soon as I close my eyes, I am grateful. And I say thank you for this life. Thank you for the body you gave me. Thank you for who I am. Thank you for everything. And you know what? My life has changed, and you should try it. Just be grateful just as you are, and your life is gonna change completely. I challenge you today to go look at yourself in the mirror and look into your eyes and say, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are important, and I love you. I know this may sound a little weird and it's gonna feel a little weird, but your soul has to believe it. How beautiful you are. You were created by the biggest creator, and that makes you perfect. Please comment on the box below. Let me know if you try and if you're doing it. Let me know what you would like to see. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and please share it, because I know there's someone out there that needs to see this, and I just want to bring a little hope and light into this person's life. And please don't forget that the only thing that we have when our whole world is falling apart is love, hope, and faith.